All right, welcome back. So now here once again, basic setting itself. So these all things like we have discussed already. Now tolerance group we are I'm explaining. So tolerance group I have already explained theoretically. Now practically I'll show you how to set up the tolerance group. So you have to use transaction code OBA4. Now so use transaction code OBA4 and here click on new entry. Now while setting up the tolerance group, look at here. Now two things are there. If you are going to give a group here, like I told you TMA, TMB, TMC, and then what to do? Then you have to, let's suppose, so here I given this example, right? So this is the group code, right? If you're going to give a group code, then your user ID, you must have to assign the user ID against this group, okay? Or else, now even sometime what happens, there are certain user ID which is not assigned. So even you can create a blank tolerance group also, that is going to be applicable for all user ID, whichever is not assigned. I'll just do one thing, I'll not make more about it. It might create some confusion. So you just do one thing, you just give your group here. So the group I'm going to give TM00 itself. I'm going to create only one tolerance group, guys. Okay, and your company code. So look at here, guys. Assignment is happening here itself, right? Tolerance group is getting created here against this company code. So assignment is happening here itself. And amount here we are going to give the amount. So amount means you can give. I'm going to give a maximum here, guys. Okay, if you want to give a small limit also, you can give a small limit. I'll show you practically once I post the transactions. At that point of time I'll change this limits, or else even you guys also make this experiment. You can change the limit, you can make it 1000, okay, or else like 2000, small amount you can give, and you try to post a transactions which is more than that, then you will be getting error, right? In terms of discount, it could be 5%, 10%, whatever. Now permitted payment differences. What is this permitted payment differences, guys? That I will let you know. First of all, I'll give an amount here and save it first. Okay, press enter. Now save it first. So here, what is this payment differences? Let's suppose we have posted an invoice worth of 1001. This is what the invoice which we have received from vendor. But payment is going to be made in round figure, 1001 or 1000.97 rupees. Okay, so whatever such kind of amounts are there, guys, the payment is going to be released in round figure. So there is a difference of 1 rupees, right? Let's suppose. So there is a difference in debit and credit line item, right? So whenever we are going to post a transaction, guys, every debit should have equal credit, or else system will not allow you to post a transaction. So look at here. Now this 1000, and here we are having 1000 payment is going to be released. 1001. The invoice is worth of 1001 rupees, but the payment is going to be posted worth of 1000 only. So there is a difference of 1 rupees, right? It means debit and credit is not equals, guys. In that case, what is happening? System will throw error. But I'll tell you now. What about this 1 rupees? Because of 1 rupees, again, we cannot get back to vendor. Sorry, because of this 1 rupees and all. Now what is happening? We are going to apply. I'll just quote in terms of customer so that it will be better to understand. Okay. Now let's suppose customer. So we have sent an invoice to the customer worth of 1001 rupees, and customer is going to make you a payment of 1000 rupees itself. So there is a difference of 1 rupees, right? So for 1 rupees, again, we cannot get back to the customer and saying that no, you have made us payment of like still 1 rupees is there, you have to make payment, then only system is going to allow us to clear this. No, this is not. Why? Because this is a very small amount, guys. We can ignore it also. And the same thing is applicable in terms of vendors as well, right? So whenever the small differences are coming in terms of like invoice and payment, invoice we have sent of more amount and payment we are going to receive of less amount. But less amount means how much less, right? How much less? Less means like 2 rupees, 3 rupees, 4 rupees, 5 rupees. So for that, what is happening, guys? Here we have given a kind of limit. This limit is also going to be decided by your client only, right? Whether 10 rupees up to 10 rupees can be tolerated, or 20 rupees can be tolerated, right? So that is also in terms of percentage also can be given, guys. But percentage, like let's suppose if the invoice amount is worth of 10 lakh rupees, then percentage, even if you give 1% also, it's going to be like differences. 1% means What is the 1% of 10 lakh rupees, guys? It is 10,000, right? So that is a big amount. Here we can give an amount or percentage, okay? But if you are going to give amount and percentage both, then system will consider amount or percentage whichever is smaller in value. Okay, right now just give an amount itself, save it. So this is what the use of permitted payment differences. Okay, how much differences is tolerable till 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 30 rupees, 100 rupees, right? So this is how. So even client also will tell you that if the invoice amount is less than 1 lakh rupees, then we can tolerate a payment difference of 100 rupees. If it is more than 10 lakh rupees, falling under this account, this tolerance group, then 500. And here 1,000. Like that can be defined. Like that can be. So anyway, this is what the use of this permitted payment differences. And again, here now I told you that amount limits, right? But here we have given two amounts. In the sense, two different fields are there: amount per documents and amount per open item account. That also you guys will come to know once I start account payable, because in account payable, open item, things will be there. Open item and line item concepts I'll explain over there. So in account payable, you will come to know that what is the differences between these two. Okay, the differences is one is going to control the amount which is posted with the through normal JB, and second one is applicable for open item. Open item means customer vendor invoices. Okay, practically I'll show you guys so that you'll be having perfect understanding. And then you guys see, theoretically, if I'm going to explain in 2 line, 3 line, it's okay. You might be having some understanding and all, but the same thing, if I'm explaining practically, or if you guys are going to, like test it practically, if you make your experiment practically and all, then you'll be having perfect understanding. This is how you guys are going to understand the logic behind each and everything, right? So now what I have done, I have created this tolerance group. What next, guys? So assignment is already done here because tolerance group is getting created against the company code. But what next? Since group I have already created, now what next, guys? User ID. You must have to assign your user ID also. So use transaction code OB57. And here you can give new entry. What is the username? So guys, I'm going to give my username here, user ID, and tolerance group TM00. Press enter and save it. So what I have done, guys, here I have created, I have given my user ID. I have assigned my user ID against the tolerance group which is created. If you don't make this assignment, guys, then you won't be able to post the transactions. Why? Because tolerance group got created, right? And user ID is not assigned. Then what will happen? System is going to throw error. Okay. Now, separately, I'll just do one thing, guys. In SAP, as a beginner, if you're going to post the transactions, then multiple errors, there might be chances several errors are going to take place. So again, I'll record a separate tutorial for this, all the common errors which is taking place, so that it will be easy for you guys to, you can check it. Now, so now we'll do one thing. So what I've done, I've created this tolerance group and I have assigned this tolerance group against my user ID. There is one more mandatory setting, guys, you have to do. Initially itself we have to do, but the logic I'll explain later. That is like once I cover this FIMM integrations. In that FIMM integrations, you'll be having this logic. Okay, FIMM integrations, guys, lots of things are there too. There are several things to understand, because if you talk about FIMM integrations, guys, there are multiple tutorials are available where the people are just explaining the configuration steps, right? But once you go for interview, what is happening, guys? Interviewers are going to ask scenario-based questions. In that also, they are going to give you multiple scenario. You need to understand that, and then you have to give the responses and all, right? So without having perfect understanding, it is not possible to respond, whatever the questions are there. Okay, so again, separately, I'll try to record it, that like some unique for to say this one scenarios also will be there in that. Right now, as a mandatory setting, you have to create one more tolerance group, that is called tolerance group for GL account. See, in OBA4, what I have done, this is for employee, in the sense users. Okay, tolerance group for users. Now we are going to create one more tolerance group, OBA0. This is for GL accounts. This tolerance group is for GL account. Even GL account wise also, you can apply, you can give some amount limit and all. Click on new entry, and here. Okay, so this as I told you, like, you guys will be able to understand. This is going to be explained during FIMM integrations, guys. So simply what you have to do, give your company code TM00, and I'll tell you better not to keep this tolerance group field as a blank only. So if you're going to keep it blank, then what will happen? It means by default this tolerance group is going to be applicable for all GLs. Okay, here you can give the descriptions, and debit posting you can give an amount, and here credit posting also you can give an amount. Okay, and save it. Okay, now save it. So now it is done. Okay, here this, as I told you, like just give a company code only, don't give anything here in group field. Okay, so this is also you have to do this setting as a mandatory setting, as a required settings. Okay, so what we have discussed, guys, now here we have created the tolerance group for users and tolerance group for GL. In next session, once again, one more topic is there in this basic setting, that is called posting key. That is very important, guys. Posting key is also very important. That is going to be explained in next session. What is this posting key? Posting key is also having certain control. Okay, and during interview, even though it is the part of basic setting, 98% of the people, 99% of the people are going to confuse. What kind of confusion is there is going to be discussed in next session.